February 10th, 2021. Wanted to do another short video on a couple things. We just had a quake, an earthquake that was about a 7.7 in the last 24 hours in the Pacific. What I want to talk about is the energy and the energy that certain people can sense. Now, we all have that ability if we work our energy. Some have it more than others. But yesterday morning, I could feel a change in the energy. I wonder how many other people can actually do that and think about this. Now, I try to monitor a lot of it, and I also like to look at the science too of it, depending on what we can sense and what the science and basically all the data shows too. A lot of times it will actually go hand in hand, but sometimes it doesn't. Now, the thing of it yesterday, what I could sense and I could feel, it felt like things were just actually like something had just pulled a lot of the energy out of everything. Not like somebody was pulling energy, but like it almost had been neutralized, like what was coming off of the sun itself. Now, I've been kind of looking at this for a long time, and I noticed there's almost like three different kinds of waves of energy that come off that sun. Oh, there's lots of different, technical and science and radiation and microwaves, x-rays, the whole broad spectrum of everything. But when there's there's three different kinds of waves that I sense that come off that. And some will correlate with the scientific data. One of them doesn't, though. None of our sensors or anything will detect whatever that is. And I don't get that. Now, I'm not talking about what happened yesterday, but when sometimes there's incoming from the sun itself, some of the data, I've been able to actually sense when the earthquakes happen, or even if some volcanoes erupt. But I'll look at the data and I'll look at look at all the rest and see if there's been anything incoming, and there hasn't on those certain days sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So it's something for everybody to think about. And I've had a vision too that's been repeating in the last couple of weeks. And this is even more strange. I see these tropical plants, but I see really good trimmed evergreens somewhere. Something like what you would see in the tropics, like in Hawaii or the Bahamas or someplace even like out in Vegas where they keep everything really trimmed up, really neat. But there's a twist on this, guys. I don't see hardly any people there, but I do see one person that actually is bundled up in below zero gear. And it's in some kind of tropical or some hot climate area. Now, what that means, I don't know. But this is the third time I've seen it. So it's just a heads up out there. And try to be aware of what's going on, especially with the weather and everything. Anyway, guys, have a good one.